Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And they're on the 17-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
They go right back to White here on first down. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, alert 33.
Throwing, Mayfield. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here's 2nd and 7. That's caught out wide by Cooks. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Ready. Ultra. Go ultra.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 11 more on that one and another first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
line of scrimmage. The 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, Trent, green back. Ready.
And Lance going to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And this one is right through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. It's a foot race, and they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a 2nd and 2. Going to run again here with Pollard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's a big loss of 30, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Pulled in at the 24. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, Mayfield. Well, that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Drill, 52.
Here's Pollard again. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Lance. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Man, that was close. The opportunity to change one. Big play right in his hands. Unable to come down with it.
And a sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And Lance now to throw. Looking downfield for Pollard. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 52 yards. And the Cowboys are able to move back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7.
Cowboys 10. Buccaneers 7.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. shrugs him off. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Mayfield on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Let's go now.
Now a 2nd and 6. Lance looking to throw it. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Ready?
Here's Lance to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Ready?
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Ready? Break.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Lance. That's dumped off to Pollard. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ready.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8. Now Lance again. Buying time to his left. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the 1st down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Lance now on 1st down. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Let's go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Field black. Ready.
Now Lance. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, but in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
On the set.
2nd and 6.
Fight. White. Ready.
Working from the gun. Lance. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. Oh, that held up there a long time, but it falls innocently and incomplete. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick-6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop us.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Trey Lance keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is now 13.
Next to score, Cowboys 20, Buccaneers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Third down and 6.
Kings! Pistol.
Mayfield to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Point it right. Alert!
Mayfield on first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Gage going to go in motion right.
Real.
And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to take another shot here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield now. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans, as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Down.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Lance. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Kevontae Turpin now to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he will take this one back all the way inside the 35.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
Okay, ready?
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield, and if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Operating from the gun, Lance. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Hey, alert 33. Stop.
Mayfield off the play fake. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from taking the lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. On the return, this is Turpin. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take it.
That's caught at the 25. A big play here for Dallas. 58 yards.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
Ready.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Ready.
They toss it down to Pollard. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Lance. This is the tight end, Njoku. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. That brings up 3rd and a full
pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Shotgun now for Lance. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Regular. King.
2nd down, Mayfield. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Point it right.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. It's caught left side by Cooks. So the completion good for just 3. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Ready?
To throw, it's Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Here we go.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Real. That's hot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 40 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert! God.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Second and 10.
What's hot?
Mayfield looks to throw. That's completed right side to Palmer. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Brings up third down
Hey,
and
I'm
11.
33. Regulars, regulars, regulars. Watch.
On third down, Mayfield. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
Field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Police take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Second down and 6 now. That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
First down, Cowboys.
Okay, break.
The Cowboys will advance to the next round as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.